Hi friends, today we will discuss about the 3-point starter for the DC shunt motor. Okay, so first of all, why do we need starter? Okay, so starter limits the starting current. Okay, starter limits the starting current. If you directly switch on the motor to the supply, okay, if you directly switch on the motor, then heavy large currents will flow into the motor. Okay, so to limit that starting current, so we need starter. Okay, so why large currents will flow into the motor? Okay, so we have a formula for the armature current. So Ia is equal to V minus Eb by Ra. Okay, so this is the formula for the armature current. The current flowing into the armature is like this. So at starting, okay, so at starting Eb is equal to 0. Okay, Eb is the back EMF which will be developed inside the machine. Okay, which will be developed inside the motor. Okay, so because of the speed. Okay, Eb is proportional to speed. Okay, because of the rotation of the motor, Eb will be developed. If speed is 0, Eb is 0. If speed is more, Eb is more. Okay, Eb is directly proportional to N. So initially, when the motor is rest, N is 0. That means speed is 0. So there is no Eb at all. Okay, so initially at starting, so I is equal to V minus 0 by Ra. Okay, so because this is 0, so this is V by Ra. So let us assume V, okay, 220 volts. Understand? Let us assume 220 volts DC supply are given to the motor. Ra is the armature resistance. This is nearly 0.5. Okay, it may vary 0.0. It may vary between 0.5 1 like that. Okay, so let us assume 0.5. So now what is the current? So 440 amperes. So 440 amperes current is very large, and if that much current flowing to the armature conductor means armature will definitely burn. Armature conductors will definitely burn. So to limit that starting current, we have to use some starters. Okay, starter is nothing but a resistance. Okay, if you add resistance in series with the armature in the starting, okay, so because of the starter, the armature current will be limited. Okay, armature current will be reduced. Okay, so now we need starter at starting only. Okay, when the motor develops speed, so it will also develop EB. Okay, when the motor develops speed, it will also develop EB. At that time, V minus EB by Ra. Okay, so generally, if the motor is rotating at full speed, okay, if the motor is rotating at full speed, so if you are giving 220 volts, so EB is nearly 110 volts. Okay, so Ia is equal to V minus EB by Ra. So V is 220 minus 210 by Ra. So that is very less, 10 volts by Ra. Okay, so 10 by 0.5. So 20 amperes. So this is within our limits. Okay, this is within our limits. So we don't need at this stage, we don't need starter at this stage. That means when the motor is rotating at full speed, we don't need starter, but at starting only we need starter. Okay, so let us see this diagram. So this is a diagram of 3-point starter. So this is a given DC supply. So this is the armature, this is the field winding. So this is a DC shunt machine. So the equipment inside this dotted lines is a 3-point starter. So this is the resistance. Okay, so I told you, right, starter is nothing but a resistance. Okay, so this resistance will be added in series to the armature winding. Okay, in steps. Okay, there are 6 steps. Okay, we call it as studs. Okay, so this is a box inside, this is a starter. So we have to connect like this. This is the 3 points are there, L, F and A. So L is connected to line, F is connected to field, A is connected to armature. Okay, so what you have to do? Okay, so you have to on the machine by using starter. Okay, you have to switch on the DC supply. Okay, that means this TPST you have to close it, and this is the handle. Okay, this is the handle. You have to move this handle to the first stud. Okay, you have to move this handle to the first stud, then current will flow like this. So from the positives of DC supply it will come like this through over, and it is going to handle next to the stud one, because you are moving like this. So it is the current divides like this here. Okay, so it is going like this, and it is coming to the armature. So because of this resistance, so the armature current will be limited. Okay, so remaining current will flow like this to the field. Okay, so it is coming like this and like this to the field. Okay, so next when the current is flowing inside the armature, it starts developing the speed. Okay, it starts developing the speed. So you have to gradually move on to the stud 2, stud 3, stud 4, stud 5 and stud 6. Okay, you have to gradually move. You should not move very fast. You should take at least 4 to 5 seconds to move, because in that time, in that 4 to 5 seconds, the motor will develop the speed from 0 to its rated speed. Okay, so that it will develop EB gradually. If it is developing EB gradually, you have to cut the resistance. You have to cut this resistance gradually. That means if you keep this handle at position 3, okay, position 3, stud 3, so the current is flowing through stud 3 and going to this resistors only. Okay, that means at the position stud 3, the amount of resistance present in series with the armature only this one. Okay, so you are cutting the resistance by moving the handle from 1 to 6. So at position 6 there is no resistance. Okay, at position 6 there is no resistance. The current is going like this and directly to the armature. At position 6 there is no resistance in series with the armature. That means starter, we have removed the starter. That's it. Understand? That means the starter resistance is removed. Okay, at position 6 the current is flowing into this coil. This is called holding coil. Okay, so this is the soft iron keeper. Okay, so when you keep this at position 6, this will be magnetized. Okay, because of the current flowing through this winding, so it will be magnetized. So it attracts this soft iron piece. Okay, so when you keep this at position 6, so this iron piece will fix into here, this holding coil. So automatically it will hold it. Okay, it will hold this iron piece. So the handle will be here. Okay, you have to move like this, and you have to remove your hand at position 6, so it will stay there. Okay, it will stay because of this holding coil will hold this soft iron piece. So it will hold like this here, and machine will run normally. That means from starting to ending, you have to you are removing the resistance. Okay, you are removing the resistance in steps. Okay, so finally there is no resistance. Okay, so the machine will run normally. Is it clear? So this is the holding coil. Next, one more coil is there. So OR coil, this is called overload release coil. Okay, so in normal condition the current is flowing like this and flowing to handle. So it is going like that. But when a fault occurs, okay, when a fault occurs in the machine, so it will draw more current from the supply. Okay, when it will draw more current from the supply when fault occurs. So so more current will flow into this overload release coil. So then it will be over magnetized. Okay, it will be over magnetized. Then this will attract this base M. This will attract this base M. When it is attracting this base M, so these are the 2 points, A and B will touch this base. Okay, so will touch the base M, so that means it is short circuited. Okay, so these A and B points are connected across this holding coil. This A point is connected to here, B is connected to here. Okay, so that means this is short circuited. That means the voltage across these two points will be zero. When the voltage across these two points will be zero, this holding coil will be demagnetized. That means the handle at this position will directly come to this position, off position, because of the spring balance, because of the spring force. Okay, so here the voltage is zero, this is demagnetized, so it will not attract this iron piece anymore, so the handle will come directly to the off position. Okay, because of the spring balance. So the starter protects the machine from the overload currents also, that means fault currents also. Okay, so the starter will do the two things. One is to limit the starting current, another one is to protect the machine from the fault currents. Understood? So this is a 3-point starter. So what is the disadvantage of this 3-point starter? Okay, so if you want to increase the speed of the motor, okay, if you want to increase the speed of the motor, okay, what you have to do? So our you have to N is equal to EB by 5, right? So you have to reduce the flux to increase the speed of the motor. Okay, you have to reduce the flux to increase the speed of the motor. So if you want to reduce the flux, you have to reduce the current flowing through the field winding. Okay, if you want to reduce the flux, you have to reduce the current flowing through the field winding. That means the current flowing through the field winding is like this. Okay, the current flowing through the field winding is like this. So if you reduce the current flowing through the field winding, okay, so that means the current flowing through the holding coil is also reduced. Okay, so here the magnetism will be reduced. Understand? So automatically it will not attract this iron piece anymore. So because of this spring force may dominate this magnetic force. Understand? If you reduce the current, the magnetic force here will be reduced, so the spring force may dominate this magnetic force, so the handle automatically comes to off position. Okay, so that is one of the disadvantages. If you want to increase the speed of the motor, you cannot increase more than some certain speed, because you have to reduce the current in the holding coil to reduce the current in the field. So if you reduce the current in the holding coil, so it will not attract this iron piece that much strongly. The spring force may dominate this magnetic force, so the so the handle will come to the off position, so the motor will come to the rest. Okay, so that is a disadvantage. You cannot increase the speeds more than certain speeds. For that, 4-point starters came. This is the 4-point starter. So 4-point starter means the field is given as separate. Okay, without holding coil, without the current going to the holding coil. For the field, a separate direct current is flowing, so there is no change in the holding coil. So there is no change in the field coil current. Even if you reduce the field coil, so there is no change in the holding coil current. Okay, so it is holding coil is given another resistance and is given to the ground. Okay, so if you want to reduce current through the field coil, you can reduce easily. Okay, you can reduce, that will not affect the holding coil current. Understand? So that is the purpose of a 4-point starter. Okay, so 4 points are there, L, F, A. Okay, so this is field armature and this is line, and this is another point. Okay, so that is given here. Okay, through resistance it is given. Okay, so what is the purpose of 4-point starter? You can increase the speeds. Okay, you can increase the speeds. That means why you can increase? Because the current flowing through this field winding will not affect the current flowing through the holding coil. Okay, so the holding coil is separately given one resistance and given to here. Is it clear? Thank you.